Despite mounting scientific evidence linking ultra-processed and high-sugar foods to chronic diseases, people continue to consume them, not just occasionally, but often habitually. This isn't necessarily because of ignorance, indifference, or lack of willpower. The role of junk food is deeply woven into psychological comfort, social rituals, and cultural identity. Its appeal goes far beyond taste or convenience. It taps into emotion, nostalgia, and even celebration. To confront the health consequences of these foods without acknowledging their broader significance is to miss the heart of the issue, and perhaps the key to solving it. At a psychological level, highly palatable foods, those high in fat, sugar, and salt, are engineered to trigger dopamine release in the brain. This reward circuitry, evolutionarily designed to reinforce behaviors that promote survival, is hijacked by processed foods in ways that encourage overconsumption. For many people, reaching for a bag of chips or a sugary drink becomes a form of emotional regulation, a coping mechanism for stress, sadness, or boredom. In this context, food functions not just as sustenance, but as a form of self-soothing, a temporary balm for deeper discomforts. Layered on top of this are the cultural meanings embedded in junk food. Certain snacks, fast foods, or sweets are associated with childhood memories, family gatherings, or specific national identities. In many places, refusing a traditional dish, even if it's unhealthy, can be seen as disrespectful or socially isolating. Birthdays, holidays, sporting events, and even grieving often center around comfort foods that offer symbolic connection. Public health messaging that simply demonizes these foods risks alienating people or overlooking the reasons why they persist in the first place. There's also a powerful economic and marketing dimension at play. Junk food is heavily promoted, often to children, and is available virtually everywhere at low cost. When daily life is rushed or stressful, when resources are limited, or when healthy food is inaccessible, these items become default options, not just out of preference but necessity. The emotional gratification they provide is immediate and reliable, even if the long-term costs are high. In light of these realities, public health must shift from a model of restriction and moral judgment to one of empathy, practicality, and cultural intelligence. Instead of trying to eliminate all indulgent foods, the goal should be to create environments where healthy choices are easy, satisfying, and socially supported, without demanding perfection. Modern consumption of comfort foods can fit into a balanced lifestyle when buffered by a foundation of nutrient-rich meals, physical activity, sleep, and social connection. Behavioral science suggests that small, consistent changes are more sustainable than drastic overhauls. Framing health improvements around gain, what you can enjoy or achieve, rather than loss, what you must give up, is more likely to motivate long-term change. This might mean encouraging people to savor their favorite dessert once a week rather than reaching for it mindlessly every day, or replacing sugary drinks with infused water while keeping celebratory foods intact. Respecting cultural food traditions doesn't mean ignoring the science of harm. It means working within cultural frameworks to find healthier versions, smarter substitutions, or new rituals that preserve meaning without perpetuating disease. Community-led initiatives, cooking education, and culturally tailored dietary guidelines can make a real impact when paired with structural support, like food subsidies, marketing reform, and better food access. Ultimately, the question isn't whether we can remove junk food from society entirely, it's whether we can change its role in our lives. When we move from judgment to understanding, from control to cooperation, we create space for progress. Health doesn't require the rejection of all indulgence. It requires the thoughtful integration of joy and nourishment, discipline and compassion, science and culture. That balance is not only possible, it's essential.